guys, hope you're doing good. So today I had a clarity session with a new client. Okay, so the way that it works when you become a customer is you first get onboarded, you have a kickoff call, we give you a walkthrough of the process of what we're going to be doing for your business, okay, how we're going to be building the campaigns, how we're going to be building your team members, the right offer that we want you to push, or we improve your offer. Then the next thing, once you've had your kickoff call, you have what we call the outbound team and campaign creation call, okay? On that call, we're just optimizing the profiles, making sure that you pick the right people that you want on your team. Let's say we have a pool of VAs, we train them on the right channels that you're going to be using, and then we pair them up with your business. Okay, we help you onboard them. Once you've had that first call and that second call, you would normally have a chat with me. Okay, and on the chat with me, I like to call them clarity sessions. Okay. And the reason why I call them clarity sessions instead of like consulting session is because, to be honest, everything is kind of like almost done for you. So we don't really need to consult you. We kind of just need you to understand the path of least resistance and the path that has the highest guarantee of the highest probability of success. Okay. And on today's clarity session with a client, one of the things that we talked about was, what would he need to have in place as an infrastructure of acquisition to get him from zero to $50,000 a month in 3 months or less, okay? And in today's presentation, I'd love to walk you through that same infrastructure, because what you're about to see is that it actually takes a lot more work than you thought you needed to actually see the success. Like, to make 50 G's a month, it's a lot. It takes a lot, guys. Like, on average, how much money does an average person make? 2 grand, 3 grand a month? Like, I'm saying average in countries that are, in first world countries, So you're kind of like producing as much as potentially like 12 humans, right? But the issue that I've seen with this online space is that people are promised this get rich quick thing where they think they're just going to do. It's not actually get rich quick. They're sold get rich easily, right? Which in fact, it's harder than you think to actually get rich, okay? And I'm saying this from a perspective of someone who's making 30K a year in 2020 to, making almost 200 grand just a month or 2 months ago, okay? In a single month, right? So let's get into it. So what is, let's say the average ticket price, right? This client is going to introduce TikTok and UGCs. He's going to be working with brands. Let's say the average ticket price is 4 grand a month, okay? And then he would need on average, let's say 13 clients, okay? More or less, right? To get to 50K a month, okay? Now, what is needed to scale from 0 to 50K a month in 90 days with this average ticket price? Well, you would need to sign on average 4 clients per month, right? And in order for you to sign 4 clients per month, with, let's say, an average closing rate of 15%, which is bad actually, but it's better to be pessimistic, right? You would need 26 sales calls every 30 days, okay? Now, the truth is that not every sales call that you set is going to show up, right? So let's say you have a 75% show up rate, right? You would have to book in total 34 sales calls in order for you to actually have 26 sales calls, okay? Now, how many warm leads would you have to talk to, or how many warm leads would you need to actually generate 34 sales calls every month? Okay, well, let's average it out that you have, let's say, out of 100, let's say you convert 7.5% of every warm lead on a sales call. So that's the conversion rate from a warm lead to, so let's say for every 100 leads, for every 100 warm leads, you convert 7.5 on a sales call. Well, if you had 34 sales calls booked, and if you reverse engineer and just do the math backwards, you would need at least 453 warm leads, warm people to book these many calls, guys. Okay, not 20 people who know about your offer and who are interested. 453 leads, warm leads every single month. Okay, for us, what we consider a warm lead, maybe it would be good for me to break down to give you the definition, but when we're doing outreach, our outbound process is a bit different than what most people do, right? We actually get people to show interest before we try to pitch a call or even to, walk them through our process. Okay, so that's why there's a warm lead stage within our outbound prospecting process. Okay, but in this case, you would have at least 453 people interested in your offer. Now, how much outreach would you need to do to actually get these many warm leads? Well, you would need to be doing at least, let's say, because it's all about by conversions, right? So let's say you have a 2.5 to 5%. 2.5 is really being pessimistic, like, just trying to be, let's say, worst case scenario, right? Our customers are averaging around 5% warm lead rate, okay? For 5% warm lead rate, meaning every single DM you send, you get 5% of people who become warm leads. You would need to be doing 9,000 outreach every single month. Okay? Now, let's say you're in an industry that's a bit hard, your offer isn't proven, it's not really a shiny object for the niche, it's not trendy, and let's say you end up with a bad conversion rate, 2.5%, you would need to be doing 18,120 DMs every single month. It could be DMs, it could be emails, it could be even ads, right? Every single month, right? Now, you want to get rich in 90 days? You need to be talking to at least 9,000 to 18,000 people every single month, right? And this is the truth that not most people tell you, right? And the most important thing, though, is not even how much volume you need to do every month. What's more important is how much outreach you need to do daily, okay? So if you are at a 2.5% warm lead rate, well, let's say you work on average 24 days out of the month in your outreach team, or maybe yourself. Well, you divide that over 24 working days, and you have 750 outreach per day. 750 outreach per day, guys. Right? Let's say you have a better conversion rate and it's 5%. You would need to be sending at least 375 outreach per day. Right? So for me, anyone who jumps in our program, the acquisition infrastructure we're building is minimum, like worst, like let's say you're a bit sick, and let's say you can't work too much. We need 300 to 375 outreach every single day. That's the minimum. If you're doing less than that, let's say maybe you're even a client watching this, then you're not paying attention to what I'm saying, right? 300 to 750 outreach per day. I promise you, I guarantee you, I can put all the money I have made and I will make in the future that if you do this kind of volume every day, you will inevitably be lucky and you will be able to have more money than you know what to do with, okay? And funny enough, our growth team, I have like 7-8 people on my growth team, and we're doing easily 750 to 1,000 DMs a day. On Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, LinkedIn. You just say, pick the platform, we're doing it, okay? Now, this is the channels that I gave to the clients. Facebook is a banger. IG, great platform to automate it, delegate it to our appointment setters. Twitter is a great platform for those who are pushing TikTok. Has been, there's some good stuff there. Emails, definitely working really well because I'm not saying email is the best. I'm just saying that email with a new shiny offer like TikTok and UGC, boom, bangers. When I say bangers, I mean a client just signed 5.5K after like a week or so of email outreach. Okay, so you would need probably to have at least 2 appointment setters because you're not going to do this volume without a team, guys. You need an actual business. Okay, stop this madness of like, hey, I'll do it myself until I figure out how to do it, and then I'll have the money. No. Please don't do that, right? This is a business. Stop thinking that you know what you need to do when you're not where you need to be at. Okay, you need at least 2 appointment setters. Okay, and the good thing about this process is that the outreach message stays the same, the channel stays the same. All you need to do is hire more appointment setters to hit 750 per day, right? You can do 150 on IG or emails per day, 150 on Facebook. You would need a Facebook group yourself, okay? Because you need to drive back the traffic from all the channels back to your own group. Because people who don't buy today does not mean that they will not buy in the future. So you need to have your own audience, right? once you have an audience, you can make as much money as you want. Okay, that's how I'm able to have 10K days, 20K days, 30K days with, to be honest, like 3 or 4 sales calls in a day, right? I mean, I don't take the sales calls, but my team does. But like, that's how we're able to make that kind of money pretty consistently every month, right? Now, the issue with most people is that, and when I say most people, I'm not saying like everyone, right? But a big chunk of people in this who are starting online businesses, because they've been sold this idea of doing, of like, hey, you'll just get in and then you'll sell Facebook ad and then you'll start making good money. They get in the game and they're doing less than 2,000 average per day, right? Or 2,000 average per month. I think that on average, most coaches and consultants and agency owners, they're doing, and this is actually pretty good. Like, this is actually me giving them some more room, right? But most of them are doing like 40 a day, 40 outreach. I remember when I went through Sam Oven's training, he was saying to do 40 a day. Good old Sam, but you gotta love him. But if you do 50 times 24, that means that most people, they're not actually doing 2,000. They're doing around 1,000 to 2,000 outreach per month, okay? Now, if you're doing 1,000 to 2,000 outreach per month, okay? And I just told you that it takes 9,000 on the low end and 18,000 on the like on, let's say, on the high end of when you have bad conversions every single month of outreach. Well, guess what? It will take you 4.5 to 10 times longer than someone who's doing this type of volume. Okay? And what does that mean? It will take you 4 to 10x 3 months. Because this transformation is achieved in 3 months, guys. That's what I want you guys to understand. You do this in 90 days, you're easily going to be making 30 to 50K a month, guaranteed. Right? But if you just do, like 1/10 of the volume that they're doing in 3 months, well, guess what? It's going to take you, 12, 14 months. Actually, it's even worse than this. It's going to take you like 14 months to 24 months to see success. Right? And this is the stuff that I would have wanted someone to tell me. Because when I quit my job back in July 2020, I did have capital, right? I had like $8,000 saved, right? And from July till January 2021, I only made $12,000 from my business. That's around $1,000 a month on average. Isn't that crazy, guys? When I had $8,000 saved up in my bank account and I had access to a credit card, I had access to 2 credit cards with over $10,000 in limits, right? I sacrificed 6 months of my life because I thought that, with one VA I could see success. Right? This is the truth about business, man. Like, and I hate this space because people are told this thing that, like, oh yeah, you get into business and then you're gonna start making 10K a month. I promise you, 10K a month is harder to achieve than you actually think. If you're doing 1,000 outreach a month, I promise you it will take you like 6 to a year to actually make to 10K a month, right? So my goal with my business and client acquisition at IO is I want to share the reality of things. I want to put out that, hey, it's actually harder than you expected, and you better grow up. You better put your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on, and you need to dedicate all your energy. If you have a job, quit the job tomorrow. Please quit the job tomorrow. If you have family bothering you, taking time out of your business, move out, go live with a friend, go sleep on a couch. I don't care what you have to do, okay? If you have money in the bank saved up and you don't have at least 2 to 5 appointment setters or growth specialists, but you have money in the bank, from today moving forward, stop calling yourself an entrepreneur. because you're just a slave to a fake reality. You'd rather save something that's made up, something that's printed from a machine, something that's taken from a tree and transformed into paper. You'd rather, it's even worse, it's not even paper that you have, because you don't even have the money cash on hand. You have it on a screen. So imagine if I didn't want to delete these letters because I'm afraid that I can't write more of them. Oh man, this is so crazy. This is literally money. Like, money is it's just made up stuff on a screen. I could go to my bank account and someone could withdraw $500,000, and if I don't see it, I won't feel it. My life is not going to change. That's what you guys don't understand, is that, of course, you still need to, I'm not saying like go make dumb decision. You still have to mitigate the downside, look at the downside of investing versus not investing, right, in your business, right? But make sure if you have all you need to survive, everything else should go back to transformed into energy. So it's like potential energy. You should put it into your business, right? The top two most important thing to invest is, one, your time and energy, right? So if you wake up, the first thing that you should do is focus on your business. And I don't care if you think you're a business owner, you need to be doing outreach. I wake up every day, I'm like, hey, who can learn about me today? I don't care. I'll get on IG, I'll message you. I'll get on Facebook, I'll message you. I'll be like, hey, why haven't you signed up with us yet? What are you thinking, right? And then the last thing is money, capital. It's nothing. It's made up. It's fake. It's bullshit. So use it to get people to invest their life into your business and get you known, and get you, once people know you, they're going to flow you, right? They're going to do business with you, right? But guys, this is the truth, guys. This is what you're finding, right? If you're not in the program, guess what? You're fighting against people who are doing 300 to 1,000 DMs a day, 1,000 emails a day, right? So 6 months from now, a year from now, I promise you that we will have the best transformations in the whole industry. Not because we're any smarter, because we tell people the reality of things, right? And as you guys see here, it's not just outreach. It's like you need also content, right? You need your own audience. You need to give the market what the market wants at the right price, right? You need to have multiple channels of outreach, right? And if this is too much for you, then please just get a job or just give up, right? But if you're really about this life and you want to get rich, you want to have fuck you money, and you want to take care of your family, you don't want to have to choose between getting this car or getting that car, or you don't want to have to choose between one vacation a year, and you just want to go to Miami if you want to go to New York because there is a show, or you want to go to Spain with all your clients. If that's the life that you want, this is what I want you to do. 9,000 to 18,000 DMs a day, a month. Love you guys. Hope you guys find this helpful. And guys, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy at all, but it's worth it so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye.